Well, let's start here. Well, that was fun, weaving chords and harmonics around a melody. Of course, Amazing Grace in the key of D. So what I'd like to do is break down the chords and the opportunities that we'll have to play pads behind them, much like you would accompanying a singer. So that melody being, you can do about anything. Starting gently, I would go with the D major triad and do that harmonically. So I would play my D, A, E, but bring the E up to an F sharp by sliding quickly behind in the first two frets this side of the nut, because it's going to be a little sloppy behind the nut, but we can get to that later. Our guitar friends know what we're up to with that, but we have an A. So what I would do on the A is hit the harmonic A halfway up the D string, then halfway up the A string you can hit your E. Then if you hit the D, you can bring that up one step by sliding two frets, taking it D, D sharp, E, while the A is still ringing. And if you wanted to clear up that A chord, you could just do it. Add a little color, make it a 7. Throw a 7 in there using that G. Then we'd get back to the D. So, and again, I'm just dealing with triads. D, A, E up to an F sharp. And we get to the 4 chord, the G. I would go that G opposed to that harmonic, your G octave, because here we can hit G, D, A, and bring that A up to a B. So you've got, which would be much like a country western guitar lick, where he would go, and then hitting the root, your low G. Of course, I'm in love with my Fender Precision 4-string. You can imagine what you guys with the 5 or 6 strings can do, and you probably already know where your harmonics are, but I don't want to assume too much. If you have your octave at the double dot, your G, that's going to be your octave. You can split that going to the 7th fret and have your 5 or your D. I like to think in terms of numbers because many times you'll tune differently to accompany different vocalists. I love doing bass and a vocalist because it gives it so much room to breathe. Plus you can let your chords hang in the air. If a woman was singing Amazing Grace, that high B was the 4th fret on the G string. So that lets me back up and remind you where these harmonics are to be found. You want to know where all those harmonics are, especially on your bass. The guitar, it's so high and beautiful, a lot of times you can hang in midair and then come down. But on bass, it's really going to be muddy if you're not sure what you're up to. So let me back up. D, A, E, bending the E up to an F sharp. So you have your triad of D, A, and F sharp. And then the G chord, harmonic G, harmonic D, harmonic A, bent up a step so that you have your G triad. But harmonic down there, or if you're playing up here, it's the same. The A gets a little trickier, but you want to divide your D string right here so that you have the A, which is going to be very, hopefully those are in tune. So you have your A, E, hit this B, bring it up to a C sharp. It's going to be a little muddier because it's that low E. I like to avoid that one. But to close it all up, if you were, say, at the end of this song and the lady was done holding her note, and she looked at you like, wrap it up, I would bend my, well, detune my E to a D. So I'm going to hit the harmonics. Well, that was fun, weaving chords and harmonics around a melody. Of course, amazing.